What's up, everyone? This is the God King Lord coming back with part 4, and I'm going to finish this full out. I'm just going to put an end to him because he doesn't know what he's talking about. He's only a parent for Tahar. He's a parent for Gabar, who taught him this foolish satanic breakdown. And now you see that how I'm going to scriptures. Now, Deuteronomy, the 12th chapter, when it comes to the tithing law, because this is the law, you dummy GMS, went against what he said. See, the school has a right to collect. No school has a right to collect no tithes, you dummy. You're such a moron. But let's go on even more.
All right? It is nothing wrong with them receiving money now when
I agree. It's nothing wrong with taking care of your school, but receiving tithes, yeah, there's something wrong because money was never part of the list. You added to it. Now stop it.
When it gets wicked is when that's what their particular focus is, because there's nothing.
Yeah, you're right. GMS is wicked. That's why your focus is money. You're right. You're wicked. That's why your focus is money, and you do not want to hearken unto the voice of Yahawah B'Shem Yahweh Shai, because you have the spirit of Antichrist. Satan tutored you in this video. That's why I love destroying it. I have never ever lost a debate when it came to tithes. You know why? Because Yahweh told me what it is.
Nothing wrong with money in itself. The love of money is what is the problem here.
Yeah, the love of money is the root of evil. Yeah, the love, GMS loves money. Yeah, y'all love money. That's why y'all don't give a damn about what Yahawah said. Y'all don't give a damn about what Yahawah said about what the tithes is and what he wanted the tithes to be given. Y'all don't give a damn that Yahawah said he only wants the tithes to be eaten in Jerusalem, and you still talking about GMS, and you want to call yourself elect? You want to call yourself the GMS home of the truth, 100% of the truth? Get the hell out of here.
Let's see here. All right, this is Ecclesiastes 7:12. For wisdom is a defense, and money is a defense. All right. So you have a particular pot, in which people, because in these times we don't have cumin, we don't have cattle, we don't have gold and silver, but what we do have is money. Now, what we're going to get.
You such a damn idiot. Let me go back to that. I want you to listen to what he said. I'm going to listen to what he said.
In itself, the love of money is what is the problem here. Let's see here. All right, this is Ecclesiastes 7:12. For wisdom is a defense, and money is a defense. All right. So you have a particular pot, in which people. Because in these times we don't have cumin, we don't have cattle, we don't have gold and silver, but what we do have is money. Now, what we're going to get is an example in in Mark, where a particular woman, poor woman, gave.
Now, he said we don't have gold, we don't have silver, but what we do have. What we do have is money. You dumb idiot. See, let's go to Ezra, the 7th chapter. Ezra, the 7th chapter. Let's start with verse 13. And it says, I make a decree. A decree means forcible by law. It says, I make a decree that all they of the people of Israel and of his priests and Levites in my realm, which are minded of their own free will, to go up to Jerusalem, go with thee, for as much as thou art sent of the king and of his 7 counselors, to inquire concerning Judah and Jerusalem according to the law, according to the law of thy God, which is in thine hand, and to carry the silver and gold which the king and his counselors have freely offered, have freely offered, have freely offered unto the God of Israel, whose habitation is where? In Jerusalem. Why is his habitation there? Because it's Jerusalem, which means Yahawah, city of peace, is where he chose to place his name there. And that's why he said, bring there as I commanded thee the tithes. Jerusalem is the only place he gave a commandment to give the tithes. There is no commandment to bring tithes to no GMS. None. There's no, your local school is not Jerusalem. So therefore, that also cuts that, well, we're Jerusalem. No, because he's talking about a place. If he was talking about the people, why would he tell them people to go to Jerusalem, you dummies? So if we're Jerusalem, so he want to tell his people, Jerusalem, to go to Jerusalem. But meanwhile, we can't eat outside of Jerusalem, eat the tithes outside of Jerusalem. You got to be out of your goddamn mind. I told you I'm going to have fun with him. Told you I'm going to mock him because he don't know what the hell he's talking about. He's just a damn parrot who's under a satanic buffoon called Tahar, who think that he's Paul, who think that he's the number one teacher, and he's not.
Her last penny.
Yeah, it says that she did give her last penny or the widow's mite. But what he felt I'm going to let him talk more.
Right? Which on this side, all we have is monetary things. Now,
no. And what he failed to understand, to tell y'all, is that the people came, and when they came, they threw in of their abundance. For an example, they have, let's just say, we have some who's making $20,000 a month. There's some who's making $120,000 a month. There's some who's making $1 million a month. And what they did is they gave out of their abundance. In other words, I have $10,000. I could spare $10,000. I'm just going to give one, even though it's in the heart to give 10,000. See? That in the heart could backfire you. If it's in your heart to give 10 and you just want to give 5, all right, you know what I'm saying? But and here this woman who gave the widow's mite gave all. That's why she was brought to the limelight, because she gave all. It was in her heart to give all. Now understand this: if it was tithe, then the widow's in trouble, because what's 10% of a mite, you dummies? Huh, GMS? See, you're not making any sense. You haven't proven your point.
Some brothers may not have monetary, or maybe going through particular hell where he can't give at a particular time or for a particular time. But what will he do? He'll sacrifice. He'll do spiritual work, doing the work, pushing the word. Being a brother when he can help. But it says, for wisdom is a defense.
Wait a minute, you just killed your own doctrine again. You see? You see, if they was really operating in if tithes was actually absolutely money, then they would know that 10% of people's income, that went towards the fatherless, the widowless, and also went towards the poor so they can eat. So, wait a minute, y'all using that money. See, like I said before in my tithing series, when you challenge them on their own tithing doctrine, how come they're not feeding the brother? But tithes ain't money, it's to send a tithe outside Jerusalem. Yahawah said, I don't give a damn what Tahar said. I don't give a fuck about what Tahar said. The only thing I care about is what Yahawah said. So the hell with Tahar and GMS.
All right, and money is a defense, but the excellency of knowledge is that wisdom giveth life to them that have it. Ecclesiastes 10:19. A feast is made for laughter, and wine maketh merry, but money answereth all things. So in this particular captivity, we can't send mint. Okay.
Yeah, my question is, why do y'all got people poor in GMS? Why does every school that talk that tithes and crap have people poor? How come you're not out there taking care of the widows and feeding the widows, huh? No, y'all feeding yourself, and there's a lot of fat motherfuckers in GMS too. Y'all not using that money the way Yahawah said to use it. Y'all robbing people of their money. Y'all ought to be ashamed of yourself.
And we can't give particular substances because we're subject to the curses. Now, if a brother is, in a position, where he owns a farm and he can send organic lamb, then by any means, if that's what you want to do it.
No, because that would be transgressing the law. See, GMS, when it comes to the tithing doctrine, GMS hate Yahawah's laws. That's why you're not the home of the truth, GMS. You don't have 100% of the truth. You're a house of Satan.
All right, but you have to be in the spirit, man.
The spirit is the word. You're not in the word. You still refuse. You're rebellious. You still refuse to listen to Yahawah. No, you want to kiss Tahar's ass.
You have to be in the spirit enough to know that tithes and money is pretty much the only substance we have.
No. We have money, yes, but tithes were not in Jerusalem, dumbass.
To give at this point outside of spiritual things. Carnally, what we give is money, and there's nothing wrong with that. Now, let's see. Let me get this real quick. This is Micah 3:11. It says, "The heads thereof judge for a reward, and the priests teach for hire." Okay, and like you got Yahawah, all right, selling breakdowns of recent,
Yeah, you got Tahar. Tahar teaches for money. That's why he got y'all hooked on this tithing doctrine. This is 2 Corinthians chapter 9, verses 6 and 7. Verse 6 says, "But this I say, he which soweth sparingly shall reap also sparingly, and he which soweth bountifully shall reap also bountifully." So right off the bat, GMS, you have a problem. Because this is talking about giving of your money. So if you're sowing, sparingly, means you're sowing a little bit. If you're giving abundantly, you're giving bountifully. So whatever you sow, you're going to reap. And it says, "Every man according as he purposeth in his heart, so let him give, not grudgingly or necessity, for God loveth a cheerful giver." And when you look up necessity and look up constraint, it means the same. The thought of action or force to dictate a consequence. Now, when the children of Israel, when the Levites, when they offered up stale food, for the tithes, offered up stale food and bad food and sick animals on the altar, they profaned the tithes. So therefore, the children of Israel got cursed for that. There was a curse when it comes to the tithes. But according to giving of the money, there is no curse, because you're supposed to give out of the purpose of your heart. So you're transgressing the laws of giving, you dummy.
Selling breakdowns. Nate selling breakdowns on DVD, making appearances only when it's money involved. These Al Sharpton, Jesse Jackson, okay? The prophets thereof divine for money, yet will they lean upon the Lord and say, "Is not the Lord among us? No evil can come upon us." And you have guys living basically off of the congregation. Now, if you're in this truth and you're a man of the Lord, in this captivity, you pretty much should work. Now, there's going to be particular times where you can't work. Now, is there anything wrong when you're going through a hard time? You go into the treasury and getting particular monies? No. But that isn't to be taken advantage of, and it should be for serious purposes. It shouldn't be for things like my wife's ex-husband died and we need to get him a blue casket. He loved blue. No. Those aren't things that the money should be going towards. All right? But overall, in a nutshell, all right, It's nothing wrong with tithes being given in the form of money.
Yes, it has everything to do wrong as tithes given in the form of money, because money was never part of the list, you dummy. You're the devil that the Bible speaks of. You're not in the truth. You hate Yahawah like crazy. Tahar is your God. Yahawah is not your God.
All right, now, to show you what being in the spirit is all about, Jake just isn't spiritual, man. You know?
Of course GMS is not spiritual. We know that.
We're supposed to walk in the spirit. A spiritual man would understand that, look, that's pretty much all we have to give.
No, the spiritual man knows that the tithes is not money. The spiritual man knows that to be a cheerful giver, you have to give what? Not out of necessity, not grudgingly, that you give as it purposes in your heart. You decide what you want to give. Nobody can take you 10% because 10% transgress the laws of giving. So shut the hell up. Let's go on with more with this nonsense.
All right? In these times, man. And it's a defense. If a brother car break down, we can go to the treasury, get him a new tire, or get him 4 new tires. Okay, brother need this, brother need that. There's nothing wrong with that, man. All right? But for the most part, all men should try to work or have some sort of trade or hustle to where they can have some income, man. All right? Now, not all men are able to do that, man. And the Lord may set up a particular man to where he's not going to do that. Who knows? All right? But
no, all men got to work. Shut the hell up, because see, I think that's code for Tahar may not have a job or Gabar may not have a job, and if they don't, they better get off their fat asses and work. Stop robbing people of their money. Yahawah ain't going to set people up like that where they're not going to work. When in this captivity, we were taught to work, dummy.
Overall, these things should not be taken advantage of, all right, in wickedness, man. You know, GoFundMes and stuff like that, man. For every little time that you're going through hell. I don't want to work on a Sabbath, and so I'm going to have to cut my hours. Israel, could y'all please help? That's the type of shit Jake is doing.
I'll be back with part 5. I'll be back.